right, we are at, I ditched Forbes for this one because we're talking about the dudes for once. We don't do this very often on the show. We are joined by professional stylist Yvadney to talk about some guys' shoes. Men in shoes sometimes.
Yeah, they can get it really, really wrong.
Right, and you're new to Vancouver, so have you noticed guys in Vancouver are...
Getting it wrong.
Getting it wrong? Yeah, right. You're here to correct it. So we have the whole store to wander around in. Anything you want to talk about before we look? Are there overarching themes this year to men's footwear?
Yeah, there's lots of kind of military trends. It's much more streamlined, not so messy.
I've noticed things in fashion. There's sort of two schools. There's sort of getting back to that robust working gentleman look, and then there's, you know, a little more refined sort of madman look. But those two things are meeting, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And the whole thing is about having a versatile wardrobe, so kind of making one pair of shoe work in many different ways.
Nice. All right. Well, give us some examples. Let's lift some things up here.
Yeah, this trend is the desert boot, and it's actually been around for about 50 years.
Yeah.
But it's
I remember it from the 80s.
I was going to say from the 50s. Anyway.
Yvadney obviously understands how the show works, so that's fine. Okay.
No, but the desert boot has been around for a long time. It's really classic, but it's been building up in popularity over the last few months, and it's really hot.
Well, and a great example of what you're talking about, being able to go from casual to slightly more dressy as well.
And it's kind of that real straddle between boot and shoe, and you can wear it with a pair of rolled up chinos, and at the same time wear it under your suit for work.
Nice, I love it. Okay, and some other examples as well. I mean, obviously, the desert boot is the takeoff point, but then you see the inspirations and people get a little edgy.
Yeah, I mean, there was quite a lot of kind of creeper-style platforms coming out on the runways, and this is good if you want a couple of extra inches on your height for the day.
Any commentary on that, Yvadney?
I'm not saying anything.
That's perfect. All right, where do you want to go next?
Okay, so the next look would actually be the...
Will.i.am?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we've had this kind of work boot that's been quite distressed and quite kind of shabby, but everything, again, it's that military look, so it's all a little bit neater. Yeah. So in the same way that you can wear this roll down, with these Will.i.am boots, you can have them really nicely kind of laced up.
It's nice that this is sort of able to do that. It took me a couple of years to get mine to stay like that. Exactly. Like you actually have to roll them a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it just looks streamlined. And again, on the McQueen show, they had these underneath the suits. Yeah. So you can wear it on the weekend and at the same time.
Well, and talking about McQueen and the denim that they're putting out right now and how that sort of works into this, because the washes are really inventive, but at the same time, there's a certain dressiness to it.
Yeah, there is. And it's really nice to see that guys can kind of just pull their selves together.
A little bit. That's what every girl says. It's nice that guys can pull themselves together. Keep the expectations low for all the dudes. All right, what next?
Right, next one, and you've done it today, is the brogue. Obviously, it's been around for hundreds of years, but it still looks really, really relevant now. Yeah. It's kind of, actually, being a Brit, of course.
Right. It's like your home field advantage shoe, right?
I love them because it's just the perfect way to kind of mix contemporary and heritage. They're classic, they're timeless. It's just really versatile. The great colour that's coming out a lot of is this kind of ox blood, which is a really good alternative to brown.
Well, and we're finally seeing, you know, like you said, Vancouver sometimes is a little more relaxed, but guys should have multiple colors of shoes. You shouldn't just have your black brogues. You need to sort of...
And even if you do have black brogues, again, on the runways, they were throwing on a pair of red pants with them, or colour blocking, so you can have fun, wear bright socks, do something fun.
And we're seeing with the toes and stuff, obviously more rounded toes, and there's still the blunt toe, but less of the square. Yvadney, I wanted to finish up on something that I find slightly amusing. How do you feel about these as a stylist?
I have no comment. They're great for colour blocking.
Now, these are, I mean, but for Vancouver, right? Like,
yeah, perfect for Vancouver.
Very useful.
Yeah.
What would you think if you saw a gentleman walking by in these? Would you think he was intelligent or completely nuts?
Bit bonkers, really.
A bit bonkers. But they would notice, and that's the key, guys, right there. Yvadney, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Of course, you can come down to B2, any brown shoe store, but B2 on Robson, great place to come. Look at the shoes, talk to some of the salespeople. They know what looks great on guys. Awesome.